The video begins with a cold shock that catches the viewer off guard. A striking statistic. Before the custom, ritual Ukuthela Amanzi was reintroduced under the guidance of King Misuzulu Kazwelithini. Local community water sources had seen less than 40% reliability in rural zones. Within months after the ritual's revival, reliability reportedly surged past 75%. That sharp jump sets a tone of dramatic transformation and hints at something far greater than a mere tradition, a living change. This opening fact alone demands attention. Immediately after, the tease sets the promise. Viewers are invited on a journey through a deeply traditional ritual revived, the political and social forces aligning behind it, the unexpected praise from Mec Buthelezi, and the broader implications for communities across the region. The video will explore how old customs intersect with modern governance, why the ritual recently sparked both celebration and controversy, and what it could mean for the future of cultural identity and public policy. To hook the audience emotionally and personally, a creative engagement spark follows. Imagine you lived in a village where your daily walk for water takes hours. Would you support reviving an ancient ritual if it meant water might flow reliably again? Viewers are challenged to consider whether tradition can solve modern problems and asked to comment with yes or no before the story unfolds. The narrative then flows into its core sections, each revealing a piece of the unfolding story. It begins by painting the backdrop: years of water scarcity, frustration among families, failing pumps, and the rising cost of transport for water. Communities were worn down by unpredictability, not just inconvenience but health risks. Into that void stepped King Misuzulu, invoking Ukuthela Amanzi, a custom long dormant, promising not magic but collective faith and unity. Next, we uncover a surprising insight. Beyond spiritual symbolism, the ritual's timing coincided with coordinated efforts by local authorities to repair wells, dredge old springs, and map underground aquifers. The synchrony between age-old ritual and modern civil engineering created a potent dual effect: spiritual hope and technical restoration. In many villages, old wells long abandoned started to yield water again. Broken pumps were repaired. That's not coincidence, real change. Then the narrative shifts to the political landscape. Mec Buthelezi's endorsement gave the ritual a legitimacy beyond folklore. When a government official publicly praises a traditional custom for delivering tangible results, it blurs the line between heritage and policy. The video explores how this public blessing strengthened the trust of skeptical residents and mobilized resources fast, accelerating water access projects. From there, the story becomes personal. Families recount the exhaustion of decades-long water scarcity, mothers carrying heavy containers, children missing school to fetch water, sickness from untreated sources. Their relief after water returned transforms the ritual from symbolic to deeply human. The narrative gives voice to hope, dignity, and renewal. But the plot thickens. Not everyone welcomed the revival. Some critics accused leaders of exploiting tradition for political gain. Others warned that tying essential services like water to a ritual risks undermining long-term infrastructure planning. The video doesn't shy away. This tension becomes a crucial pivot. Midway through, the story pauses. The narrator steers viewers to reflect. If culture and public service can unite, what does that mean for our future? Then invites them to subscribe and like before the next turn, promising more revelations ahead. In the second half, the video dives deeper. It reveals how the success of Ukuthela Amanzi triggered renewed interest in other dormant customs as tools for communal mobilization. From heritage-led environmental cleanups to traditional conflict mediation, the ripple effect suggests a potential trend, a cultural revival that doubles as grassroots governance. Then comes an unexpected twist. Some villages that saw initial success experienced new problems. Water tables dropped again, or mismanagement of the renewed springs caused disputes. This exposes the danger of relying too heavily on ritual without sustainable maintenance, a sober reminder that tradition alone cannot substitute technical infrastructure. The final segments explore broader implications. What does this mean for public policy, for the balance between modern governance and traditional authority, for generational identity, and for community resilience? It suggests that if managed wisely, blends of ritual and modern service delivery could become a powerful model for many regions. The wrap-up ties together the transformation, the praise from Mec Buthelezi, the renewed hope in communities, but also the nuanced risk. It calls on viewers to reflect. Culture can heal, but responsibility must follow. It teases upcoming content examining similar cultural policy hybrids across Africa. And finally, the standard disclaimer closes the story. Cultural commentary and public policy discussion. Viewers should consult qualified experts for actionable guidance if applying these ideas in their own communities.